Hi there, my name is Megan and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing the New Year's resolution book tag, but before we go ahead and get on into the prompts, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well as giving this video a like to throw my channel a little bit of support. The first resolution is to read an author that you have never read before, and I would really like to read The Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. I have this whole trilogy that was gifted to me by my friend Andre. I really do want to read it. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and my library also has the audiobooks, which is really convenient. This is an adult fantasy. The setting of this book is the Empire of the Wolf, and there is a lot of unrest going on right now. Only the Order of Justices kind of keeps rule in this city, and we are following a main character, a justice known as Conrad. He is intelligent, good with a sword, and possesses arcane magical powers, and he also works with a prodigy. When Conrad and his protege, Helena, investigate the murder of an aristocrat, they uncover a conspiracy that reaches to the top echelon of society. As justices, the two of them have to make a choice. Will they follow the oaths that they've taken or deviate from those oaths in order to protect the empire? Then we have a book that you've had on your shelf forever that you want to read. I'm going to go with a YA fantasy duology, and that is Everless and Evermore, and that is by Sarah Holland. I picked this duology up at my used bookstore forever ago, and I really love the cover. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is an hourglass with a city in it. I just really like the cover art on this, and I don't know much about it. All I know is that the magic system involves alchemy and also involves time. And I just always find that really interesting when an author can include time in their magic system, whether it's paying with time or stealing time. And I'm really curious to see how she implements that in her story. The fourth resolution is a classic you'd like to read, and I have this on my January TBR. That is Moby Dick or the Whale by Herman Melville. I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to read this chunker in 1 month, but I can spread it over several different months. In this book, we are following Captain Ahab, who has gone on a mission of vengeance to kill the whale, the infamous white whale that tore off his leg. That's all I know. I know some people either really like this book or really hate it, so I'm very curious to see where I fall on the spectrum. Resolution 5 is a book that you want to reread, and I do plan on finishing my reread of The Lord of the Rings with The Return of the King. I have reread The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, so this is left, obviously, and it has been a while since I read the first 2 books, but I know the story so well, I can easily just jump into reading Return of the King. And then also on my January TBR is my reread of The Waking Fire by Anthony Ryan, which is an adult fantasy that follows a world that is ruled by the Iron Ship Trading Syndicate, and they hunt dragons, blood-blessed, ingest the blood of these dragons, and increases their magical powers. There is a war brimming with the Empire adjacent to them, and what everybody doesn't know is that the, potency of this dragon's blood is weakening, and they go on a mission to find a new line of dragons that has more powerful blood. So I'm excited to get back into the series, and it'll be fun to reread. Resolution 6 is a big book that you want to read. I'm going to go with Wrath by John Gwynne. I really need to finish The Faithful and the Fallen. I have reviews for Malice, Valor, and Ruin, so I will put those up in the cards if you want to check them out, but I just really want to have this series wrapped up to get to the final duking it out between the Black Sun and the Bright Star, and to see how these two sides of good and evil finally come together, and to see Corbin's end. This is a almost 700-page book, and it does take me a long time to read, but it is my plan to have this series finished early in 2025. The next resolution is an author that you have read previously that you want to read more of, and I'm going to be kind of vanilla here and go with Brandon Sanderson. I have 2 of his Secret Project books that I never read out of the 4. So The Frugal Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England I haven't read, and then Yumi and the Nightmare Painter I haven't read. I have read, obviously, Tress of the Emerald Sea and The Sunlit Man, but all of his books do connect within his Cosmere, at least from my understanding. I know Tress did, I know The Sunlit Man did. Considering that I'm reading Wind and Truth right now, I would love to read these 2 books to kind of see how they fit into his entire story. And if they are separate stories on their own, that's fine. I still love Brandon's work. The next resolution is to read a series from start to finish, and I kind of already touched on this, but that would be Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. This is only a trilogy, thank goodness. I feel like that is way more doable than having a series that is A, unfinished, or B, more than 3 books. The 8th resolution is to read a book that you got for Christmas, and this one I cannot yet answer because I'm filming this before Christmas, so stay tuned for my Christmas book haul. And then the last resolution is to set a reading goal. For me, I always set my books at 40. I feel like that is doable for me, and I do tend to hit that or go a little bit above, so I feel comfortable setting a goal of 40 books in 2025. Okay, you guys, that is it for the New Year's resolution book tag. Let me know some of your answers to these prompts or your 2025 reading plans. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in another video soon. Goodbye!